So dear friends, my synthesis series is going on and we are doing compound sentences. I have already uploaded 2 videos on compound sentences where we have discussed that how coordinating conjunctions, there are 2 types, that is cumulative conjunction and adversative conjunction. We have discussed that how can we add 2 or more than 2 simple sentences by using those conjunctions. And now in today's video we will discuss that how alternative conjunctions, that is coordinating conjunctions, works in a compound sentence. Okay, so let's first know what is an alternative. So alternative conjunctions, it shows choices or options in the sentences. If 2 choices or 2 options are given in the sentences, we use these conjunctions to add 2 sentences together to make a compound sentence. We know it very well that in compound sentence we have 2 principal clauses which are not depending on each other. They all are independent as the name suggests, and they are connected with coordinating conjunctions. So we are today going to discuss that what is alternative conjunctions used in compound sentences. So let's start. But before we start with these type of sentences to show you that how can we connect 2 or more than 2 simple sentences to make one compound sentences by using alternative conjunctions, let's know about the conjunctions first. So these are the conjunctions which are used in alternative conjunctions to make compound sentences. They are either or, neither nor, else, otherwise. These are the 4 important conjunctions used in alternative conjunctions to combine 2 or more than 2 simple sentences to make one compound sentence. Okay. So I have written 2 sentences on the board. Let's read those sentences. They are: he will submit the project. Second sentence, his friend will submit the project. So here we can see that I have written 2 simple sentences on the board. Now we need to add these 2 simple sentences with the help of these conjunction either or. So how we will do it? First we need to see that which part of the sentence are same. So here we see that he will submit the project. So we need to see first that which part of the sentence is same and which part of the sentence is different. Okay, so here are 2 sentences. He will submit the project, his friend will submit the project. So here we see that this part, submit the project and submit the project. So we find that predicate part is the same. Okay, but sentence subject part is he in one sentence and in second sentence his friend. So we find that in these two sentences that predicate part are the same, only subjects are different. So what we'll do that we will write these different subjects either or we will use with these different subjects. Okay, but since the predicates are same, we will write it as usual. We are not going to write anything before it. Only either and or, this conjunction is going to use before this different subject. So it would be like this. I am going to write it on the board: either he or his friend. Either he or his friend will submit the project. So now this sentence has become compound sentence. We have added these 2 sentences to make one compound sentence. So either he or his friend will submit the project. So I have used this conjunction either or the subject which is different. So before first subject I have written either, or before second subject I have written or. Okay. So here again we see that I have written two sentences. You can have coffee or you can have tea. These two sentences are connected with this conjunction or. Okay. But we need to use this conjunction, that is either or. So what we will do that first we will have to find out the different part and the common part in the sentence. So we see that first sentence, you can have coffee or you can have tea. So we see that this part, you can have or you can have, it means subject and verb. These parts are common, but object part is different. So what we'll do that, first we'll write subject part, that is you can have. Now we'll write either before this part and or before this part, since we see that objective part is different. So it would be like this, you can have either or either, whatever you pronounce it, either coffee or tea. Now I have combined these two sentences, and it has become a compound sentence, okay, by using this conjunction either or. Now, so one more sentence, let's see that how this conjunction either or works in this sentence. She cooks her food herself. I repeat, she cooks her food herself, or she requests her daughter to cook. So in this sentence we find the subject she is common. Okay. So till here we find that it is common. Both the subjects are same. So we find that both the subject are same, she and she. But since we know that our predicate start from here, cooks, this is verb. So she cooks her food herself. She requests her daughter to cook. So in these two sentences we find that predicate part is different, which starts from here. It starts from here. She subject cooks her food herself, and she subject requests her daughter to cook. So here we find these predicate parts are different. So what we'll do that, first we'll write she because subject is common. Then we will write either and or before one predicate either and before one predicate or. Okay. So it would be like like this. It would be like this. She either cooks herself or, now I'm not going to write she again because it is common. She either cooks herself or request her daughter to cook. We can write food also, but I'm not writing. So it would be like this. She either cooks herself or requests her daughter to cook. So I think it has become clear to you. I'm again repeating the same thing, that she subject is same but predicate part is different. So we are putting this conjunction either or before these two predicate. Okay. Now it has become a compound sentence. Now let's know about this conjunction, that is neither nor or neither nor. The thing is that, first conjunction either or is used for affirmative sentences and neither nor is used for negative sentences. If I write the first, example which I have written, if I make this example negative, we can use this conjunction neither nor. Like if I say, he will not submit the project, his brother will not submit the project. Okay. So what we'll do that, we know that he will not submit the project. His friend will not submit the project, not his brother but his friend. So here we see that submit the project is same. It means, you know, he will not submit the project, his brother will not submit the project. So we have different subject but same predicate part. So what we'll do that, we will write, so will not submit the project and will not submit the project. Till here we see that these are common, only subject is different. So we are going to write neither before this subject and nor before this subject. So it would become like this, that neither he nor his, I think it's not visible to you because my pen is not running, you know, properly. Neither he nor his friend will submit the project. Okay, so in this way you can use neither nor for negative sentences. Okay, now let's see that how can we use these two more conjunction, else and otherwise, in compound sentences. So two sentences are written on the board. Be careful, you will not be okay. Be careful, you will not be okay. So here we see that this sentence is telling us to be careful. You will not be okay. It means if you don't be careful, you will not be okay. If you don't do this thing, you will have to face this thing. So here we will write else, or we can write otherwise too. So the sentence is, be careful, otherwise you will not be okay. Be careful, else you will not be okay. Okay, so it means that if you don't do this, you will not be okay. Be careful, you will be okay. And don't copy others, you will be punished. So if you do this thing, you will have to face this. So if you don't do this, you will not have to face this thing. So don't copy others, else, you can write else here, you will be punished. Don't copy other, else you will be punished. So if you do this thing, you will have to face this thing. If you don't do this thing, you will not have to face this thing. Okay, so you can write, don't copy other, else you will be punished. Don't copy others, otherwise you will be punished. Okay, so I hope you have understood it well. That is alternative conjunctions. Now one more conjunction is left, that is elative conjunction. So very soon I am coming with that video too. So hope you like my video. Please give comments so that I can understand you like my video, and like my video too. Okay, thank you so much.